Good morning, everyone. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic here in East Alton, Illinois, just behind Modified Auto. We got some sunny day projects gonna do on the RV. A few things that I've been wanting to do for a while, and I think today is just gonna be the day. So thanks for joining me, guys, on the channel. I will be uploading this video with some connected internet, some nice juicy high-speed internet, and I'll be check out the video description below for high speed. And what is that? There's something covered in flies that's wrapped up, and what is that? Please tell me that's an animal and not... Oh yeah, it's definitely got animal fur on it. Someone dumped their pet in a bag, taped up. Oh, that's gross, and it stinks. Anyways, sorry about that. The smell was getting to me there. Let's do this. Well, East Alton Police is on the scene. I think it might be an animal. Hard to tell. I can smell it from here. So Greg from RV LED Lights sent me some goodies for the RV. He has sent me some lighting before, some bulbs. I'll put their website below. They sell every little bulb that you would need that converts your non-energy efficient bulb to an LED. I've already done the interior, but I was telling Greg I missed his motion sensor light that I had on both Miranda and my Class C. Reason being, let me climb this ladder, is that these traditional porch lights, they just they get way too hot. These are my, we call them scare lights on the Bigfoot. I have a switch inside the door as well as in bed where I can turn this on and it's a little brighter. But this porch light, it's time to go. I mean, look, it's already melting the lens. So, you know, I can't even really use it at all. So we're going to be replacing this today with, I'll show you what, the motion guard. This is equivalent to 5.4 watts, 450 lumens with a sensor there. So it's a motion sensor for when people walk by. It wires directly up to your old wiring, so there's no extra tricky wiring. And it also has dawn till dusk feature. You can actually use the control pad inside on, off to go through the different selections of this. And it's bigger, so it'll cover the existing hole of the other one up there. Also got a plate that you mount up there first, and then you mount that to this plate with some good screws, self-tapping screws. So I've done this project before. It's super easy. Greg sent me two. I can put one here, and I can also wire one up on the outside of the trailer. Let's get this one installed first. I'll show you how easy this is. All right, I pulled the fuse for the porch light inside, so there's no electricity going to this at all. These are the 4 screws that need to come out, except on the Bigfoot, they're not Phillips. They are square bit screws. So I'll have to go get something different. Of course, I love having my mobile garage with me all the time, right behind the trailer. I think that's the one. Grab a drill. Yeah, because I don't get all these tools and toys with me when I take the car. All right. Now there might be some glue adhesive behind it. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. There we go. That's where we're left with. The 2 wires coming out. I am going to take this goop off, but just so you know, it's kind of not necessary because the new plate and light are going to cover all this on the outside. I have a razor blade, so I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to disconnect this bulb. All right, got the area cleaned up, got the wires pulled back. That one white one right there is not very long, but we're going to be able to make this work. Now, we're going to do the plate first. All right, first I had to build a little jumper. I decided that I didn't have enough of the white wire, so I have a little jumper coming out here. Okay, just about ready to wire up the light, which attaches to this plate. I want to mention something. All RVs are probably going to be a little different. Out here, I've got a black and a blue. On the new fixture, I've got a black and a white. Again, don't do what I do. I just happen to know that blue is my hot and black is my neutral inside the RV. However, it's the exact opposite. This one's even labeled. The black line where my thumb is at has a plus. So the black of the light goes to the blue and the white goes to the black, actually. And if you don't know how to do it, I would get a voltmeter and make sure you know which is positive and negative of your 12 volt there. Before I cover up those wires, let's just do a quick test right here. Okay, remember there's a couple different, there we go. Well, it's definitely working. We definitely have it hooked up right. We'll go through the switch procedure later. Let me get this cleaned up. All right, we're in business, and that thing looks good. It is weather secured. Pretty easy install. I think anybody could really do that. And again, the switch down below, the directions tell you how to do it, but like right now we're in constant on. If I just flip the switch off and back on, it goes into the next mode, which would be dusk till dawn on no matter what. And then you do it again, and then it goes to motion sensor only. So only when people walk by up to 35 feet, which is adjustable. You can take this piece of tape off in there and adjust the sensitivity of the motion sensor too. And the fourth one is just solid off. So that one's done, but in order to do the trailer one, it's gonna involve a little more work. Right now I have a crummy solar light there that is no longer working. I've also got the flagpole mount that got ripped off the side, so you can see 3 holes right there. What I wanna do is mount it right there and then have the DC wires coming down. Now right here we have a switch, a DC switch. Now that is for the trailer light right there, which only works when the RV's lights are on. So we want to bypass this completely probably and have something coming through here with its own switch. I'm going to tackle that project later. I think I'm going to go to maybe auto parts store and see if I can get a DC switch. But yeah, thanks again, Greg, over at RV LED Lights. Again, check them out for all your bulbs and accessories and lighting needs in the RV. They have really good products with good warranties. So next project, it's dash cam time. We got to talk about something important here. We got to talk about dash cams. If you're a follower of my channel, you know I am a strong believer in dash cams. Holy what the oh boy. And oftentimes people still ask me to this day, what is your favorite dash cam, Eric? What kind of dash cam should I buy, Eric? Well, first of all, anything, and I mean anything, is better than nothing. Even if when you have your phone mounted right here in the dash giving you directions, having your camera turned on, recording everything from the road. And then at the end of the day, delete those clips if you don't need them, because if you're like me, eventually, you're going to get in an accident. Or better yet, you're going to get sideswiped by a big 18-wheeler, and then they're going to tell the cops, oh, he ran into me. And I'm going to say, no, he ran into me. And the cop is always, 100% of the time, going to say it's a 50-50 thing, you're both at fault. Oh, but officer, would you like to look at my dash cam that shows me staying in my lane the whole time? And then the trucker starts to sweat when he hears that, because video evidence doesn't lie. Oftentimes you can let people just blah, 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 like that time Robert and I were in Missouri and the guy lied and he didn't know that I was recording the whole thing. And he caught himself in an uncomfortable lie to the police officer when I said, did you want to just look at my video? And the guy clammed up and just froze like he couldn't believe it. He was caught, you know? So I always tell people anything is better than nothing. However, up until now, in this RV, it's been my trusty GoPro 8. Just always going, although I also use it for vlogging. That's my outside shot. And then I have a GoPro, I think this is a 10 here, facing me with the microphone, and that's how I get my split view. But this has been my dash cam up until now. But a company that I've worked for before sent me a complete dash cam rear view camera selfie system. And this is from Viafo, and the product is A229 Pro system, which includes, I still need to do some wiring cleanup, so don't judge me here, but I'll actually plug it in here so you can see. There's the system up there mounted on the dash. It has an SD card for saving all your files. There's the big screen in front. There's a swivel camera here at the bottom, which, as you can see in the viewfinder, there we go. It's showing me my view right in front of me. So that is a camera aimed out there. There is also another wire right here with a selfie camera on me. It's optional. I really don't have anything to hide, so although I've never got in an actual accident with dual cameras recording, so you can see how I react in the driver's seat and that kind of stuff, I think that it's going to help protect me in the future when something bad happens. Also, you can hardwire this whole system to your battery so that it will record while you're parked on motion, but I don't have to worry about that in an RV because both of these outlets are hot 24/7, both of them. Now I unplug this one, see it's plugged in right now. I unplug this one because it charges my iPhone and powers up my 2 GoPro cameras. But with this one right here, it just keeps going, guys. And so if anything happens, if somebody walks out here, if somebody bumps into me or something happens, this is recording all motion to an SD card that I can easily remove and play back the video anytime I want. And just in case any of my GoPros ever fail, I've got a backup redundancy system, which, yeah, it's really good quality too. It is 4K. I was gonna say 1080p. No, it is a 4K footage. There's also a third camera that I don't have installed right now. It's another one that has the sticky tape on the back. A third camera with a lot of wire. This is for mounting rear, like you could put it next to your license plate in the back or something. I have a trailer blocking me right now anyway, so I'm gonna have to think about how to do this better in the future. For right now, I'm just not using the rear camera yet, but I'm gonna think about it because it's not wireless. It does have to be wired from the main unit under the chassis all the way in the back, and this won't get me to the back of the trailer some 35 feet away from me right now. But yeah, that's good. Now that we still have good weather and we have rain in the forecast, I do want to get this other light installed on the trailer though. But yeah, thank you Viafo for sending me that out. I will also put some links in the video description for some of their products, including this awesome camera recording system. Okay, gonna wire up this other one here on the trailer now. Got some DC wires rolled in here. I'm using the same color. That's why I put some black tape on the end of the positive line. And I used one of the existing holes from the flagpole mount and just drilled it a little bit bigger for that. And it covers all of the holes, even where the old sticky tape was from the solar LED light that failed. I know I could just keep replacing those solar lights, but you know, this is gonna be so much more convenient, hardwired and fused to the battery here in Trailer Swift, where it's just an on and off switch that nothing ever needs to get recharged. It's gonna be really convenient in the end, I think. All right, got the wires coming in. Positive goes down to my DC 35 amp switch right here. We won't be pulling nearly 35 amps, that's overkill, but and then the positive goes back up, meets back up with the negative here, zip tied across, just working on coming back down. And then I'll be tying into the lithium battery there with a fuse here on the positive side, and we should be good to go. All right, got everything good over there, all wired up. Oh, I'm pretty happy with my wiring going up. Yeah, I mean, you can see it, but it's okay. Let's test everything out. I'm gonna flip this switch. We're gonna look at the light, and ba-dang! I did have to go into modified auto and talk to, just to double check a couple of my ideas to make sure those are gonna work. Yeah, this will be really nice. Have an extra security wherever I go. In a future video, hopefully, we're gonna start the, what do I call it? The camera security system, but I'm not gonna be going quite as crazy as I have in the past. But I do have a system on the way coming here to modified auto. So yeah. Pretty happy with the progress here. All right, and as it starts to get dark here, just want to test the lights out. I got them both set to on, but motion sensor only. So we'll go walk over here. There'll be a blue light flashing up. Oh, it just turned on. Yeah, so it's in motion sensing mode, and that is pretty bright. Let's check the trailer's motion sensor as well. Came on right away. Yeah, that is a lot of light. 450 lumens. Will they attract bugs? Potentially, yes, but you know, it's lighting up the ground really well out here, and it's not even pitch black. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on solid and then wait till it actually gets dark because the sun just set. And I'm still just really impressed with the amount of light they're putting out. So yeah, I'll switch them over to constant on and we'll check here in a little bit. See, it's hard to tell you, it's hard to show it sometimes. But 450 lumens is a big difference from the stock porch lights that you get on RVs. That's great. So there won't be too many times where I'll keep them on solid. Maybe if I'm in a campground and I'm entertaining out front and I want the front driveway to be really nicely lit, sure, I may do this. I will probably keep them on motion sensor most of the time. But this is also great because some of these campgrounds I've been going to have been making me unconnect my trailer and park it somewhere else. Of course, I put my 2 locks on it so it's not going to be stolen or taken away, but having a security light out here at the front right next to the door, you know, it just gives me a little bit of peace of mind, I feel like, you know? So, yeah, awesome lights. Thank you, RVLEDlights.com. Okay, and what's next on the channel? Well, after this weekend, got a couple more quick things I want to do before we leave Illinois and go on this trip. Got to button up a few things, but I do have a reservation on the other coast for next month. So it's happening either way. We'll see what we can get done. I don't know about all the RV modifications that I wanted to get done. Probably not going to happen this particular trip into East Alton, but we'll get there. You guys be well. Have a great weekend. Opie and Tara and I will see you Monday morning right here at Nomadic Fanatic.